Hello, hello everyone. Hi friends. Oops, sorry, I bumped the table and it shook the camera. So good to see everybody today. I'm a little bit later than normal, but I'm here and I have a curious little project to share with you. So last week we did a baby elephant, and we talked about how I'm going to be a grandma in April, and I asked everyone to guess what they think the gender of the baby is going to be. We do not know yet, but we're going to be finding out next week. Yay! So excited! So I thought for this live, I'd go ahead and give a chance to anybody who has not yet put in their guess. One guess per person, boy or girl. What do you think it's going to be? And as soon as we find out what it is, if it's a boy or a girl, then I'm going to send out a cute little prize to everyone who guessed correctly. So you have a 50-50 chance. So leave your guess in the comments down below, boy or girl, and let me know what you think it's going to be. Oh, and I guess I didn't introduce myself. So if you're brand new to my videos, I am Sandra Fellers. I am an independent chalk designer, and I like to do craft projects, and so I do these live videos every Sunday and sometimes in between if I get a chance. And then I also have a free crafting club on Facebook. So if you would like to join, I would love to have you in there. Just leave a comment, hashtag club. So hashtag CLUB in the comments, and I will send you a message with a link to that free club so that you can join in. It's a great place to see what I've got going on, to make sure you don't miss my videos, and it's also a really cool place to share the projects that you're working on as well. So today's project is called Stay Curious, and it is going to be a super cute raccoon. And I know the letters are backwards. That's because I'm in selfie mode right now, but this is what we're going to work with. And since we're on the baby theme right now, we're going to be putting it on a cute little onesie. So I have this little navy onesie, and we're going to put it right on the front. We're going to put, I don't know if we'll put the words, but we'll definitely put the raccoon head on there, and we'll see how much space is left and if we want to add the words on there or not. But definitely the little raccoon is going to be really cute. So we will do that. And knocked my thing on the floor. So my ink mat is too big to fit in this itty bitty onesie. So what I did is I took a Cricut mat and I cut it right in half. And so that's going to fit better in my onesie. So you definitely need something inside to protect the ink from soaking through to the back side. But the ink mats are really awesome because they're sticky, so it keeps the fabric in place as you're applying and removing transfers. So that's why I thought the Cricut mat would work as well, because it's sticky for you to put your, your fabric or your paper or whatever on, your vinyl, whatever you're working with. So this was an old one that I had, so I just cut it. I have another one to use for my paper and stuff like that. So this we are going to put inside of the onesie. So just unsnap the bottom, and then I'm going to kind of roll it a little bit so that I can just easily slide it in. So we're going to slide it in like that, and then we just need to smooth it out a little bit. So here we go. We have our cute little onesie, and then just smooth. Like that. I think I'll go ahead and turn my camera down so that I can work easier on the table and you can see better what I'm working on. So let's see here. So I'm just smoothing out the fabric on the Cricut mat that I placed inside so that we don't have any wrinkles up underneath our transfer. Okay, so now that that is in there, we can separate out the transfers. So this is a brand new one that I haven't used yet. So I'm going to take it out of the package. And then it's got the little cut lines to show you where to cut. So I like to use my little paper cutter here just so that I can get nice straight lines. I don't have my transfer trimmers here, or I would show you, but at my website you can purchase transfer trimmers, and they're the fun turquoise color, and they are specially coated to not get sticky. You know how when you get a pair of scissors and you've been cutting something sticky, all that sticky gets on your scissors and then they don't want to cut good. Well, if you want to avoid that, you can purchase the transfer trimmers, and they are excellent scissors, but they also will not get sticky like that. So I'm just going to go through and cut apart each one of these. So we're going to be using ink today so that I can heat set it, and that way it'll be washable and can keep the design and not have to have a messed up design after you wash it. So that's all we need the paper cutter for. So let me set that aside. Let me see if I can get my comments up over here so I can see it. I can get nice straight lines. Okay. Let me see if I can get... Oh, Tesla, thank you. My earrings are actually from my Avon website. And I don't know if you noticed, but I have a little necklace that goes with them as well. And I like them a lot too. Okay. So we got that going on. Now that I can see the comments, we are good. So when working with t-shirts or fabric or anything like that, you don't have to worry about fuzzing your transfers like we do when we're putting it on a chalkboard or some sort of a slick surface. So we're not going to be fuzzing it today because there's already fuzz on this little t-shirt or onesie. And so we shouldn't have any problem at all with our transfer moving around or being too sticky. I think we'll be just fine. Okay, so let's see here. See, I think if we put the words, it's gonna come down too far. I think we'll just do the little raccoon and set that aside. Okay. All right, so we're going to have 3 parts here, and we could add the little cheeks. That's what this is the little, to give him a little rosy cheek. All right. So I'm thinking for the main portion of the raccoon, we will use this Ocean Mist. It's a light blue. Looks kind of gray on the screen. I don't know if it looks that way for you guys, but light blue. And then for the eyes, you know, raccoons usually have the little black around their eyes, so we'll use some black. This is black velvet. We will also use some white for the little dots on his forehead and the eyes in the center. And I brought the pink as well. We could do his little cheeks in pink and the insides of his ears. I don't know. I wasn't sure if I wanted to use pink since this is going to be for a little boy. But that's what we're looking at there. Okay, so we're going to do part number 1 by removing it from the backer paper, excuse me. Place that on the side, and then we just need to center it on the shirt. So I'm just going to drop it down about an inch from the collar, the ring at the top, and then I'm going to smooth it down. Like that. So the area that we're chalking is these darker areas. The teal areas is what's not going to have any ink in it. So that's covered up so that when we come back with our other part, we can fill those in. So this is the part that we're going to use the blue for. Okay. So just want to make sure it is stirred up, all the pigment is mixed together, and that we have a nice yogurt consistency. That's looking good. Okay, so now I'm going to get a small squeegee and load it up with some ink. And then I'm going to just gently glide it over the entire screened area. So again, all the areas that are dark is what's going to turn blue. And then in between the layers, we're going to have to dry these so that we don't lift up the color that we just put down. Okay. So the whole thing is covered. I'm just going to stand up my squeegee and glide it across the top. Again, I'm not pressing down hard. I'm just gliding it to remove the excess ink. Like that, and then put it back into the container. Okay, so I always want to put my lid back on so that my ink doesn't start to dry out, and then I want to go ahead and remove this transfer to reveal part 1. There we go. Part 1 of our little raccoon is looking good. That blue actually does look gray on this blue shirt, but it is a blue. All right, so I'm going to get my hairdryer out, so please excuse the noise for a moment while I dry this so that we can work on our next layer. almost there. Awesome, that's good. So if you joined late, we already talked about how on my last video, we also did a baby project, and we have a fun little contest going on for everyone to guess the gender of my soon-to-be grandbaby. So if you haven't had a chance to vote on that last video, go ahead and vote in the comments below. Leave your guess, boy or girl. And everyone who guesses correctly is going to get a fun little prize in the mail from me. Some happy mail. And we get to find out in about 1 week. We're going to know if it's a boy or a girl. So I'm really, really excited about that. And I want to share my excitement with all of you. So go ahead and leave a guess in the comments if you haven't already guessed before, so that you can get in on that deal and get you some happy mail. All right, so on this section, I'm going to do white here and here. I'm going to do pink up here for the ears and black down here for the nose. So I'm probably going to use some of the mini squeegees since I'm doing several small areas. And I think we'll start with the pink. So this pink is called Peony. Haven't used the pink yet, so I want to stir it up. Okay, so this is only going to take a little tiny bit because we've got just 2 little tiny ears to do. So that's why I'm using the little mini squeegee. And we're just going to glide over that little ear. And this one too. I want to make sure we cover the whole thing so we have a nice little design when we lift. Okay, put the excess back in the jar and we are good. Now, I'm going to go over the white section. Try to do that quickly. Oh, brand new container. Okay. Make sure my hands stay clean so that I don't get it on my little onesie. Okay. Next up is our bright white. I didn't stir this up. Oh well. Let's give it a go. So we're going to go over all these little dots on his forehead. And then we're going to have these little eyes are going to be white. Okay, So we got the whole thing covered. Now I need to come back and remove the excess. Again, I don't want to press hard. I'm trying to be gentle as to not disturb the chalk or the ink below, for one. And for two, I don't want it to squeeze up underneath and mess up my design. So there's that one. All right, now I'm just going to lift this up to the nose because I don't want it to start drying in my screen. So I'm just gently going to let that fall back down so that we can quickly do the black for the nose. All right, one little tiny nose coming up. There's the lid. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, there we go. Step 2 is done. Doesn't quite look like a raccoon just yet, but we're getting there. We've got these 2 transfers left. So we're going to come back with the black on the eyes and possibly the pink little cheeks. We'll see how that goes. But first I need to dry this before we can move on to the next step. Too worried about the pink on the ears because this transfer is not going to cover that up, so we'll be okay. So let's see what we can do here. So once we put the black on over there, it's going to create his little eyes, and then we're going to add on the little mouth. So we just need to line this up. You can see through the screen. See how you can see the blue and the white, and then, so we just want to line it up over the white area and match up where the little nose is. Okay. Now I'm just very gently making sure the screened area is down. Not really worried about the rest of it because this is the only area we're going to be working with. Let's get some black on our squeegee, and we're going to cover the whole thing. All right, and we are gently gliding to remove the excess. Okay, I think we got it all. Let's lift it up and see what it looks like. There we go. Now he's looking more like a raccoon. Look at that. Too cute. A curious little raccoon. All right, so we need to dry this layer, and then we could go back and add the little cheeks. What do you think? Should we put the rosy little cheeks? It's just 2 little circles that would go here and here. Leave me a comment and let me know if you think we should add the little pink cheeks, or since it's for a boy, should we leave it with no pink cheeks? We do already have the little bit of pink in the ears, so I don't know. What do you guys think? You can leave me some comments while I'm blow drying this so that we can prepare for the next step. Just joining us, I've asked everyone to leave their guess in the comments on whether you think my grandbaby is going to be a boy or a girl. We did a baby girl project last week. We're doing a baby boy project this week. And in about a week, we should know if it's a boy or a girl. I don't know yet. But everybody who guesses correctly is going to get a fun little surprise in the mail from me. So if you have not already voted on last week's video, please leave a comment below. Hey Denise, look at me, I started to call you Brittany even though I can see your name on the screen. So this is not for my grandbaby. It is for a gift, but as soon as we find out the gender, I will certainly be making some stuff for my grandbaby. It doesn't matter if you guess wrong or not. You got a 50-50 chance of getting a little prize. Is Brittany going to be having a baby shower? I figure it's just about time for that, huh? All right, so I just want this black to dry some. I'm not seeing any comments about the pink cheeks. What do y'all think about that? Should we add the pink cheeks or no? Okay, Courtney's guessing that my grandbaby is going to be a boy. All right. I'm loving this little raccoon. He's totally cute. Awesome, Denise. I can't wait to get her some baby goodies for her shower. Courtney's gonna have the best nephew or niece ever. She's guessing nephew. Hey Denise, does your grandbaby have a name yet? Or is it a secret? know my son Eric and Katie are already talking about names. But I don't know if they're telling everybody or not, so I better not say it. I might get in trouble. Okay, I think that's pretty good. All right, so nobody said anything about the cheeks. I think we'll just go ahead and add it. What the heck? It'll go with the little pink ears, right? What the heck? We're just gonna go with it. So let's see. Should go right about here. All right, let's give this a try. Put a couple little pink circles right there. Give him some rosy cheeks. Okay, Denise says yes, put the cheeks in. They're changing his name, huh? I love buying and making little baby stuff. I've heard some people say they hate going to baby showers, but I love it. All the little baby goodies are just so cute. I love picking out little baby presents and making little baby crafts. So much fun. All right, let's see what these little cheeks look like. Here we go. Ta-da! Good choice, Denise. I like the cheeks. They're cute. They're cute. And you know what this little project also reminds me of? Courtney's Pawpaw Coon. They've called him Pawpaw Coon all their life, and so this little raccoon makes me think about him. Okay, let me put this aside and grab my easy press, because the next step is to make this permanent. And we're going to do that by heating it up with an easy press. Have it right here. Move this little baby aside. If you don't have an easy press and you're interested in making t-shirts and things like that, I would recommend it. This thing is amazing. And it's it covers a bigger surface than your regular iron would, but also it's you can do your shirts and stuff a lot faster because you can set the temperature higher than you can on your iron. And so you can just do your shirts so much faster, and you don't have to sit there. You can heat up a shirt to make it permanent in just 30 seconds with this, for example, but with a regular iron, you'd have to touch every area for 4 minutes in every area. So I think this was a really good investment for me. I just love it. So that is heating up, and I'm going to grab my little mat that I'm going to put under there since I'm not on an ironing board. So I just have this little heat-resistant mat that I put under it when I'm not using my ironing board. So scoot this aside. While it heats up, this is the little mat. And first we need to dry those little pink cheeks, or they're going to melt right off with the iron. So case, if you're wanting to make projects like this, you'll want to get the ink, the chalk ink. You'll want to make sure that you have some squeegees. And then whatever transfer that you want. You can buy the ink mat if you want, or you could use something else. And then again, like I said, you can use your regular iron or the easy press. Now, if you're wanting to make signs, let me put this on a lower setting. If you're wanting to make signs or wall art or something like that, then you'll want to get chalk, the squeegees, and like chalkboards or palette boards or whatever that you want to put them on. It's very versatile. You can put it on a lot of stuff. The difference in the chalk and the ink is that you can make the ink permanent, and the chalk is not permanent. So if it's on a chalkboard, then you can wash it off and change it out. So if they get tired of the decoration in the room, they can just wash it off and put a new design on. Or if you're doing a seasonal design, you could do something every season, you know, Christmas, Halloween, all that kind of stuff. So it's real easy to change it out. But anytime you're using fabric, you're going to want to use ink. A few more seconds on this. Sorry about all the noise there, but it's important that we get it dry so that our finished project looks nice. So if you joined us late, this was a 3-step process to get to this point. The replay will be up as soon as this video has ended. I will post the replay so that you can watch it from the beginning. So now I'm just removing it from the mat, taking that out. And again, my ink mat wouldn't fit in there, so I just cut an old Cricut mat to put it in there because the sticky helps to keep the shirt in place when removing all of those transfers that we've been working with. So now our final step is going to be to heat it. The heat is going to set it, make it completely washable. And also, if you joined late, we talked about how in about a week I'm going to find out what my grandbaby is. And so I want you guys all to guess in the comments if you think it's going to be a boy or a girl. And whenever I find out, I'll make an announcement of what it is, and I'll send you a little bit of happy mail to help celebrate my new grandbaby coming. So leave a guess. You got a 50-50 chance of winning. So we have this set on 350 degrees and 30 seconds. So we're almost done on this side. And this little sheet that I placed on top is called a Teflon sheet. I ordered it from Amazon, and it came like 3 to a package. But it is protecting my iron and the design underneath. So cool that off because we're going to want to flip it inside out so that we can heat the back side. All right. So This part right here is the part that has the little raccoon on it. So we just want to smooth it out. We're going to place our Teflon sheet on again and do that side. And guys, it's that easy. It didn't take us very long at all. We don't need to apply pressure. We just need the heat. Unlike if you're using HTV vinyl or something like that, you cut it with your Cricut and put it on there. You really have to put some pressure on it to make it stick. With this, you just need the heat. Okay, Denise is voting boy because she wants her little grandson to have somebody to play with. Wouldn't that be cool, Denise? Our kids grew up together, playing with each other, and now maybe our grandkids can have that little cousin relationship. All right, so now we're just turning it inside out to reveal our finished project. There we go. This little guy is really, really cute. So this project also came with the words "Stay Curious." We could have put that on there, but I thought it was going to come down too far on the onesie because it's so small. So we're not going to put it on here, but I'll definitely use that on a different project. All right, so make sure everybody has left their vote. This week is going to be the last week to vote because hopefully when I do my video next week, we will already know if it's a boy or a girl. And so then you will know if you're going to get some happy mail from me or not. So be sure to watch next week and see what project I have next. But also celebrate with me either my granddaughter or my grandson. Which one it's going to be. I'm really excited and I can't wait. I think this little Stay Curious little raccoon turned out excellent, and I can't wait to give it as a gift and see what they think about it. If you think that any of your friends would be interested in watching this and learning how to make this little curious raccoon, share the video with them. And I'd love to have them in my crafting club as well. Again, if you're not in there and you want to join, just comment #club, #CLUB, and I will send you the link for the free crafting club that I have. That's all I have for you today, guys. I've got this cute little curious raccoon, and I got one more project that I'm going to work on for this little baby gift, and I will be done with it, and I will have a unique gift that nobody else would have because everyone else probably just went to Target and bought something. So I did buy the little onesies from Target, but I made it my own with the raccoons. So I think they're going to love it, and I hope you love it too. For now, this is see ya later, and I will see you guys next week. In the meantime, share your projects with me. I want to see what you guys are working on. All right, take care, guys. Here he is one last time. Curious little raccoon.